The Kennedy analogy is very interesting, but I don't think it holds up. Kennedy had fought in World War II. He understood the military. He had actually suffered, if you will, the wounds of war and struggled with what World War II was about while he was in the military. He wrote a book, not about introspective book about himself. He wrote about while England slept. While England slept, while Hitler rose to power and took over Europe and threatened England, England slept. And he wrote a book about that. This is before he went into Congress. Obama's not done that. He's not served in the military. In 1948, as a young congressman, Congressman Nixon and Congressman Kennedy had to take a vote on aid to Greece. It was a rightist regime in Greece, and the communists, they were fighting the communists in Greece. It was the start of the Cold War. This is before the Marshall Plan. Both had gone to Europe, understood the problems of a war, devastated Europe and the threat of communism in that context. And they both showed a real political courage, as my father-in-law told me. He said he had voted for aid to Greece despite the fact that his Orange County constituency was against any foreign aid to any country at all. They were basically very conservative, very isolationist. That was political courage on Congressman Nixon's part. And Congressman Kennedy, who had Cambridge as his constituency, voted for the aid to the rightist Greek government, despite his constituency was very liberal and didn't support the rightist Greek government. They both showed political courage. This was in '48, before either was elected senator. And so Kennedy had a lot of experience. Despite all that experience, you're right, he was tested by Khrushchev in Geneva after the Bay of Pigs, which he didn't do the right things, didn't supply what was needed there, half-hearted support, or he should have canceled operation altogether. Khrushchev measured him. Kennedy himself said, admitted that he hadn't done too well in that discussion. And that resulted, because Khrushchev said, I can take this guy. That resulted in the Cuban Missile Crisis that almost brought us to nuclear war. This is a good lesson on why you cannot have an inexperienced president